Hello and welcome to this tarot reading. This tarot reading is for the sign of Cancer, Leo and Virgo. I will put the timestamps in the description box, for these individual signs. We will start with Cancer's reading, and we have Let It Go, we have a Merry Motive, and we have Sacred Reverence. So Cancer, with you, currently it's all about, just releasing something, letting things be, not controlling anything, right? This has been happening in the past. In the present, there is a merry motive. Things are going to, as you let things go, as you release things, as you let them flow, you see, a lot more, things will come naturally towards you with their own energy and matching the energy you are exuding, because it's a merry motive over here. Everything which comes to us is a result of our own energy. So the more you release, the more you give up control on, the more you let things be, the happier you are going to feel. The happier you feel, with that vibration, things will start coming to you, towards you automatically. They will just gravitate towards you, because that is the play of energy. And you will have this experience, this sacred reverence. You will feel and understand and experience how, the way the universe works. This reading, it tells me very strongly that the universe wants you to see how things are connected, and the more you give up control, the more you give up having things your way, the more you allow things to happen, the way things come to us will towards you will be so spontaneous, will be so easy, will have a beautiful flow in them, and that is what you're going to experience, how the universe works. We have the Queen of Swords here. Let's see what letting go is about. We've got the Queen of Swords here. It can talk about somebody, or you having some, a very factual conversation, but it's rather abrupt and harsh in nature. It's about, it's not having a nicely, not having a conversation which is, it's truthful, but it's put across in a very abrupt manner. The Emperor over here, and again, this is a card of authority, a card of control, a card of exerting your own energy. So these, I think in the past there has been a situation where one has come across in a very authoritative, controlling manner and speaking words in a very abrupt manner, whether you have done it or whether you have experienced something through somebody else. We will see how it is connected over here. And Five of Cups, and somebody has been feeling very bad. It's either you or somebody else, right? Everybody who watches tarot, we all make mistakes, we all learn sometimes through hard ways. So it can be you, it can be somebody else, but yes, for sure there has been an unpleasant conversation where somebody has been very authoritative and controlling. And see, with the Emperor, no, the Emperor has the last word. So you see who had the last word in the conversation, and then you will know whether it is you, whether this reading pertains to your way of changing things, or let's see how it goes. And then somebody has felt with the Five of Cups and the Emperor, it has been somebody who's been very bossy, very authoritative, and just putting out things in a very rash, abrupt manner, just to get the point across, which has left somebody feeling very sad. So it is definitely, you will need to see whether it is, where do you stand in this particular equation. So if you have experienced something like that, Cancer, it's best to let things go, let things flow, let the event go. You're holding on to it. And Cancer, if it is you who have done something like this, you also need to let it go. You're holding on to a very controlling, kind of an authoritative behavior where you do speak the truth, but it is in a way that upsets somebody. And when you are speaking, when we do speak, very factual, truthful things, but it is put across in a very harsh manner, nobody cares about, what you have said. What really matters is how you have said it. Right? And maybe you are in a position of authority, so you felt that you can say these things because you are in you are the superior in that particular group or in the equation, but definitely has hurt somebody's feelings. And if it is for you, Cancer, where you experience something like this, it has been at the hands of somebody who is maybe elder to you, who is superior to you, be it age wise, in equation, personal equation, professional equation, or whatever it is. But yes, somebody has said some harsh words, and somebody is feeling very, very sad, and these words have been said purely because they, one feels that you are in the position to say those kind of things. Whatever it is, you need to let go. That's what's been happening in the past. Let's see what this merry motive is about. Here we've got your cards, but there are quite a few, so I'll just, let's get a few very focused ones. So with the merry motive, you have judgment. Yes, you need to look back at things, and see what has been happening, and you need to bring about an end to either this pattern or to this episode. Because you need to close and transform this particular behavior, because with the death it is also about transformation. Something is not going to work anymore. You need to transform something. You need to look back and see what works, what doesn't work. You need to take a look and see, are you working out of, whatever you are doing, what is your motive? Like I said, this person is very controlling, very authoritative, right? So what is your motive when you talk to people? Is it merry, or is it, whatever else? So that is what you need to look back. You need to look back at either your equation with the person who spoke to you like that, or you need to take a look at how you are, you need to change the way you are communicating, just because, you seem to be having a higher ground as compared to the other person. And that is something, if you are able to transform it and change it, and, bring about a conversation because it makes you feel happy, because the motive is merry, not because you would like to point out flaws, or, not because you want to exert your superiority. Please just take the context, in which you put yourself in. So this is, I don't need to go back and forth. So you need to see that. And for those of you where you have experienced something like that, you also need to see, are you going to keep doing that again and again? Because you need to bring about a change in your situation for yourself, and connect with people who actually have the motive of speaking to you, which is nice, which is fun filled, which is an easy exchange, which makes everybody feel happy. So you need to also check, why do you connect with people who talk to you like that? So that's your situation for now, because it is about time. You need to correct this pattern for yourself, Cancer. You need to correct this, and you have to, it would be, with the Judgment card, you need to take a look back at all of this. Let's see what this sacred reverence is about. We have the King of Swords. You need to be very clear about, see King of Swords and the Queen of Swords over here. But here, the Queen of Swords can be very, has a different energy, and the King of Swords does have a different energy, because this is all about being very practical, being non-judgmental, yet being, very honest and upright. It's the card of the judge sometimes, who will always say the right thing, the factual thing, in without emotions. But you cannot say that anything is wrong the way the King of Swords has communicated a decision, or communicated a plan, or communicated any kind of thing. So then, with this King of Swords, that is the energy, which needs to come about, being very factual, but yet in a very, let's say, if not harsh, but at least neutral. Six of Cups. It's about, you need to go back to the past and fix things. Three of Wands. That is, the whole focus of, the sacred reverence. You need to, have that kind of reverence for people, whom you are with, whom you connect with, whom you live with, whom you work with, because everybody is actually the part of the same, the same energy. You need to see the sacred reverence with you and other people concerned. Everybody is connected, everybody at the soul, everybody's soul is the same. So you see, when you go around, when somebody hurts you, that means they have hurt themselves, and when you hurt somebody, then you hurt yourself also, because that is the energy is the same. You need to see how, this episode should bring to your light after you review the past, and you see what needs to be changed, how everyone is connected, how everyone is made of the same fabric, and how all of us are one. So whatever action we do towards one, eventually it will come back to us, because that is the wheel of fortune, and that shows that, how we are all connected. So whatever you go and do to somebody else will come back to you. That is also, the sacred reverence has all these cards. It's, there's a key over here, there's a heart over here. Whatever you unlock for yourself, and whatever you unlock within somebody else, everybody gets, a little bit of that in return. The wheel of fortune is continuously moving. What we give comes back to us. What others give us, they also experience the same thing. That is the connection. You need to say that you're not separate from anybody else, and nobody and everybody is part of everything, and the whole cycle as such, right? So you just take a good look at that in a very practical manner to see what you can fix of your past. And I with the Three of Wands, you would think and plan that I should go and do this, but I don't see it happening in the future. In the future, you will probably just keep planning that I will do it, I will do it. Whether you do it, here we've got a card. Yeah, you I don't know, Cancer. See, we've got Nine of Wands. You might get it all right, and process it very nicely in your head, but what you actually go about doing it, I feel it is doubtful. And for those of you where you've understood all of this and then you wait for somebody to come and patch up, that also looks quite unlikely. So for all Cancerians, the thought process is probably fine, but when it comes down to doing it, it doesn't seem as though something is really going to happen, right? Express your individuality. We've got this card. It just shows that whom you need to forgive. See, expressing your individuality, and here sacred reverence. We are individuals also, yet we are all threads of the same fabric, right? So it's just that we are all interwoven, yet we are individual. But the individuality should not, not a single thread cannot stand out from the fabric and say that I'm so important in the fabric. Every thread is important, right? So with that, that is what it says, that when you're part of something, to keep that entire collective going, you need to, this forgiveness card is coming, and with this forgiveness card I get both sides. In fact, that you need to forgive, and when somebody asks you for forgiveness, you also need to let it go, right? A new career, then you can start off on a totally new chapter. But whether you do it or not is a question, because I am a little doubtful with the Three of Wands and Nine of Wands. So it is required, forgiveness big time, to see yourself as an individual, yet an integral, a very important part of the whole as well, right? You need to, there's an urge for a new beginnings, for a new beginning, need to take things forward. Let's see, but why is it talking of only a career? So maybe once you do all of this, your career might get a, for those of you where it is work related, things will move in a better direction. Whatever is stuck regarding work will start moving, or this thing is weighing on you so much that you cannot focus on your job also. So see how it fits. And I'm not getting any more cards, so I will leave it at that, that this is very important for in general also, and for those who are working. Somehow if it is professional related, things will just pick up after this forgiveness happens. But the choice is all yours with the Three of Wands and Nine of Wands. It shows the waiting but not the doing. Okay, so Cancer, with that I'll wrap up your reading, and thank you for watching. Let's start with Leo's reading. So, okay, what does Leo have? Divine Matrix and Body and Soul. Divine Matrix, Body and Soul. Divine Matrix talks of how everything is connected. Everything is connected, and more so your body and soul. Leo, it is talking about you're the energy within, and how your body is expressing that. Your body and you can only express what you're feeling inside, and what you're feeling inside is a whole lot of fine connections, which which you are probably have been aware of in the past, right? Grand Symphony, it is somehow connected with this Divine Matrix card, because it's all about it's I'm getting a feeling of teamwork, right? A powerful move. And we have perfect harmony. Yes, we have these cards where they're all talking of being in tandem with the universal forces, being in synchronicity and in sync with everything around you. Everything plays a part, everything plays a role in your life. You play a very important role in everything else that is happening around you, and you're realizing how powerful this entire connection is. You're realizing how everything is connected, and one person doing something at one place, how it can have a ripple effect on everything else and everybody else connected with this, right? For now, Leo, you are in perfect harmony with the universe, and I think you all at in different ways and at different levels are experiencing this interconnectedness, and how everything is a part of everything. We have the Queen of Wands over here. All right, we have the Queen of Wands, a lot of fiery energy, which is so typical of Leo, as well as that feeling very motivated, feeling that you can do everything, feel that feeling of that realization, and that fiery energy, that how it is all connected. The realization coming up is super powerful for you. You're feeling really charged, you're feeling really motivated when you are understanding all these things for yourself. We have the Hierophant. This is the card of the teacher, the divine teacher. The universe is, you probably are connected with somebody. Some of you could be connected with a teacher, a spiritual guide who's helping you in this entire thing. But this card also tells me how beautifully and divinely connected and timed it is. We have also got Three of Swords here, and I think all of it is coming here, for you to release some emotional pain, some emotional trauma, something which your heart is, feeling very heavy with. We have the Wheel of Fortune over here. It's about time, things are changing. Whatever connection you are seeing, Leo, for all of this, it is very divinely timed, divinely guided. It is bringing about a lot of healing in your heart, and as a result, when our heart heals, when we heal, the body and soul is healing. We are able to move on to something new. We leave old phases behind. We step into new energy, and that new energy brings new events for us, and a new chapter for us. That is what is happening. Yeah, things are going to pick up pace, things are going to move really fast, quickly. And the Hangman, your whole perception is changing at a very rapid rate, Leo. Very rapidly things are shifting for you in within and outside, I would say both, because it does happen when we look at things differently, when we are adding up things in a different manner. The result could probably be our perception is changing. Outside in the world things are not going to change, but your own perception of looking at them is definitely changing. Things are happening quickly, changes are happening quickly. We have the Three of Wands over here, and we have the King of Swords over here. So with the Three of Wands, it is telling you that yes, you are, whatever you are looking at, it's within reach. You are able to make those moves, you are able to make those changes, you are able to look at things coming your way. Now that a lot of healing is happening over here in the body and soul, your energy is changing, new things are coming towards you. With the King of Swords over here, whatever, you will soon realize what you need and what you do not need, and to let go of what is working, let go of what is not working, and staying with what is working. And whatever, and it is going to give you this beautiful Empress energy of abundance, feeling good, having everything, appreciating all what you have. See, perfect harmony over here. The Empress is the divine feminine, who works in such a way that she is in, everything is connected to her, everything moves beautifully with her energy, and there is no separation as such. So with this Empress card over here, you are coming into that well-being, you are coming into the fact that the whole universe is part of you and you are part of the universe. You are able to also sift out things, what you want, what you don't want. A lot of healing is happening. This, your whole journey in this particular reading, Leo, I see is so divinely guided. You're just going with the flow of what the divine is offering you, what the Wheel of Fortune is offering you. It's time for healing, it's time for releasing, it's time to let go, it's time to welcome new things, it's a time to see everything with a totally new perspective. It's time to let go of something old. You're now coming into a new harmony with the universe. and you are in perfect harmony with the universe. You understand the role you play, you understand the role others play, you understand the interconnection of everything. A travel, this could be an inner journey for some of you, and it could also mean an actual travel, and it is the perfect timing. You've got these cards of which have perfect written, perfect harmony, grand symphony. We've got the Hierophant card. This is beautifully and divinely timed for you, Leo. And if you are planning a trip, a physical trip to some place, it is just the right time to go. This could be a spiritual place as well, which has very high spiritual energy. And for those of you where it has been a journey within, this has just been the right time for your journey. Those of you, like I said, if you go to a place with high spiritual energy, do connect with it and ask for what you want. And for others of you, whatever you want to do, now that you've realized how you're connected with the universe, feel free to ask and see the universe responding to you. Admit your feelings to yourself. The more you do that, the more you get in touch with yourself, and the more you're aware of yourself, the more you will know what you want, the more you will know what you want to do away with. That clarity will come for you, and the moment that clarity comes for you, the universe is going to respond with equal clarity and equal swiftness, because then there is no doubt, there is no confusion, right? And this could be quite a very significant trip, Leo, you will be taking whenever you do. And let's get these cards and wind up your reading. Yes, spiritual teacher, you've got it twice, once here and once here. And new home. So you could be meeting a spiritual teacher as well, somebody who's wise, somebody you look upon as a guide, somebody you look upon as a guru. Very possible. And with the new home, some of you are actually moving to a new place, a new residence. And for some of you, it could be a new energy in your home, because now there has been that change in you. You will be exuding a different energy, and it is going to bring about a lot of changes in your domestic environment, in the house you live in, if you are not changing house. And for some of you, you're this journey, this realization, whatever you have been experiencing has changed your vibration to such an extent that you actually cannot live where you have been living. You will go to another place which is a vibrational match for you now, right? So with that, I'll wrap up your reading, Leo. Thanks for watching. Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for whenever you watch it, and let us see what's been happening with you, Virgo. What cards are we going to get for you? We have got tender embrace, all right, and great big love. I just get a feeling of it's a romantic relationship. It could be a beautiful connection you have with your partner that has that is important at this point in time, very significant. And we have in perfect harmony. So your relationship seems to be whatever's happening, there's this flow of love, flow of harmony, which you are experiencing with your partner, within your marriage, within your relationship, right? And it is kind of when we have that feeling, my heart is full, it's brimming with love, that kind of feeling you're all experiencing, and you are feeling that it seems to be just perfectly timed. You're in good matching the rhythm of the universe in terms of meeting the right person at the right time, and everything feels very beautifully balanced with this person within the relationship and within your life as well. And we have this bearing fruit. So this relationship, for some of you, where it has been going on for quite some time, now you are seeing how it is panning out, what it is giving to you. We have the Magician, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Five of Wands. So maybe there has been a rift in the past regarding your relationship, right? And you decided actually to what to do, what not to do. But I do feel that you gave it or it could be just being a mental conflict, should I go in for the relationship, should I not? But I think you did start with the Magician card over here, and you decided to embrace this relationship, right? And Six of Swords, moving away from troubled times. So maybe that conflict within you, or the conflict with the person, that is over. I mean, you decided to take the step, and you realize that yes, those that indecision, those tough times are over. The relationship is moving to a better place, right? There is improvement in your relationship with the Five of Swords over here, but I think you still nurse a little bit of, that what happened in the past. So with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, if there had been some tiff, now things are improving, they are seeming better. But the past hurt and the past regret. No, I wouldn't say regret, but the quarrel you had, the tiff you had, it still is lingering with you, Virgo. That's what I'm getting. So it has become a lot better in at many levels, but I think within your heart you're still carrying it, that you still go over that, what the fight you had or the tiff you had, the words which were said and what happened and why it happened and things like that. So it's not that you're completely over that incident. You have definitely moved forward and moved ahead, but that incident is still occupying some place in your head and heart. So though you are having this feeling of great big love, you are very happy that things have turned better and things are moving forward, but the little bit of is still there, right? Let's proceed. So we've got Four of Cups. So that little emotional heaviness still continues, a little bit of confusion still persists, because you're getting a lot of Water Cup cards and the Star. So at a certain level the harmony has come back in your relationship, but like I've mentioned over here, you know that bitterness, that past event is, it's still very much in your head and heart and in your energy. Eight of Swords, and here you're wanting to, it's kind of messing up your head a little bit, Virgo. It's messing up your head a little bit, it's causing you confusion. The unpleasantness in the relationship is not there, it is definitely better, but in your heart, your heart is not very clear with this relationship. You're holding on to some past unpleasant memories of it. Let's look at what is this bearing fruit. So now you need to see, you know with the Moon card, again it's a little tricky to read. There are a lot of hidden things which are, I would say, let's see. Okay, Ace of Swords and the King of Wands. So there are a lot of, there's a lot of deep stuff within you which needs to be cleared up, for which you need to really see what is working for you, what is not working for you, what is, all you're doing in your relationship, is it bearing fruit? What kind of fruit is it bearing? Is it something, are there some aspects of your relationship which you need to do away with? Are there some things which you need to be very clear about? Because this relationship has the potential of giving you a lot, but you need to, if you're constantly watering it and not weeding it, at timely, we're not pruning it, we're just letting it grow, it is going to grow wild. It might not bear fruit, it might bear fruit which might not be very good fruit. So you need to take, this reading is about taking a look at the relationship and seeing what's working and what's not working. For all of you it's different, because with the Moon card over here, it is a little, I do not know how many of you are really admitting things to yourself also in the first place, because till we do that, then only can we see what we want to do away with, what are the steps we need to take, to nurture and let this relationship grow, where you feel that there is scope for this relationship to grow also or not. So with that, you need to, definitely things are coming into balance, it is all fine, but eventually, would you like to keep watering this relationship, or maybe it was just the one-off thing? I don't look at it like that, because the event is over, but the energy is still in your head and heart, Virgo, right? So let's see a little more. Wheel of Fortune. See, time is in your favor to deal with this Knight of Cups and to make any forward movement regarding how you feel, how you would like to connect with your partner, what this is a card of emotions, and the Knight of Cups is somebody who moves very slowly, very at a very slow pace. They're not very forthcoming with their emotions, right? But so it is time for you to take a look at your emotions which you're keeping very secretive, and the Empress here, because you need to nurture relationships, Virgo. The Empress card is all about nurturing. You need to nurture relationships and you need to nurture anything, because everything can only grow with nurturing. This bearing fruit over here, this card over here, everything will bear fruit only when it is nurtured, and a relationship will only grow and it is only going to bear fruit when you are going to nurture it, when you are going to be a little more forthcoming, not being reserved with your feelings, how you feel, your love towards the other person, right? You have it all. but how you don't express it much, and you still, I think, hold back. uh, you hold back a little, and you probably keep to yourself, all what happened in the past. You've not let that go completely. Birthday, is your birthday significant to this reading, your birthday or your partner's birthday? That was a very significant day when, in this entire reading and this entire event, right? Easy does it and holiday. So move forward slowly, steadily. Don't rush into things. Don't call it off immediately. Don't go head on into this immediately. Step by step, slowly, slowly, like the Knight of Cups. Continue to make movement, right? Continue to go ahead, take steps. And you've got a holiday card over here. I think with this Eight of Swords over here, take a break from what your mind is telling you. A holiday is, you know really works wonders when we just stop thinking about everything and enjoy ourselves wherever we go to, right? We're just busy soaking up the energy and the vibes of the place wherever we've gone for a holiday. So it would be a good idea, Virgo, to not let your thoughts hold you back, to take leave of those thoughts which hold you stuck in one place, to take leave of those thoughts which don't let you proceed forward, and move ahead with a feeling of lightheartedness, happiness, and enjoying yourself and enjoying the relationship, right? So with that, Virgo, I'll wrap up your reading, and thanks for watching.